Okay guys, one final perspective lesson for you to try out is doing your name or a word in bubble letters that are in perspective. So this video will be in a couple different segments. So first is just setting it up. You're going to set it up the same way as how you did 2-point perspective. So get your paper landscape and draw your horizon line. It's a good idea to get it mostly centered this time around. Put in your vanishing points, 2 of them. Okay, and lightly put in a line where you want the middle to be. You can measure this all out if you want it very precise too. It is up to you. And connect that to your vanishing points, top and bottom, to both sides, so it looks like you have a kite on either side. Okay, then the next part, you need to get some bubble letters in there. Some people aren't very confident in their bubble letter drawing, but it's a lot easier than you think it would be. So I'm going to do my last name, Jewel. The first thing you would need to do is figure out the middle so you can get your letters set up. I would not recommend putting a letter directly in the middle. You can, and it would just split. Half the letter is going to go this way and half would go this way. But it'll be a little easier if you have the middle be in between 2 letters. So my name is 4 letters long, so I'll just do 2 letters on each side. Okay, so split up where you want each letter to go. If you want to measure, you can. Say I want my first one to be 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. I can connect that. That's getting pretty precise, so I'm just going to mark the one that's 2.5 inches and then line up my ruler. Then on this side I can go 2.5 inches again and line this up. Now my other letters that are getting closer to this, I don't want 2.5 inches. I want them to look like it's shrinking. So I'll do this one 1.5 inches away from each point. Then I'm going to just put the ruler here and go straight up. This is all very light because it'll get erased. Okay, so one letter has to fit in here, one in here, one in here, and one in here. This would look a lot cooler if you did more than 4 letters. So if you're confident in your bubble letter ability, so you can just sketch it in there. You can do any style of letters you want. If you want really curvy letters, if you want it to be more straight, you could do like this. Like I'll make my J kind of blocky. But it needs to touch each side of this box that you've made. Don't just brush past it. It needs to hit the side somewhere. Okay, so you can just wing it if you're confident. It'd be a better idea to practice some, or maybe get your Chromebook out and look at it. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I would like this better if I went like this for my J and erase that part. It's still hitting all 4 sides because I've got this side brushing right there. This right here. There it hit the top. Here it hit this side, and there it hit the bottom. I think I like that J a little bit better. Okay, so if you can't just wing it like that, you always have the option. You can lightly draw in your letter and just trace around it. So you'd go around here, around there. You just trace around it. So get your letters all drawn in. Oop, I didn't make that bump at the edge. Remember, it's got to hit the edge. So there's where mine's going to hit that side. Then there'll be a little break here. And it's got to hit this side too. Right? And this is its biggest point because it's on the corner. So really this line should be bigger than this line. It's closer to the viewer, so it gets to be bigger. Okay. Also, these lines, I made this a little complicated. These lines, this little part here, should match up to that, which they did. So those should be going towards this vanishing point. So when I draw on these, they should go at that same angle too. Yeah, I made this way more complicated than you guys probably need to make yours. But if you are doing ones with these doodads, these are called serifs. So if you're doing them with serifs, then go ahead and make sure it lines up with the vanishing point. So I hit all the sides. I hit the right, the left, the top, the bottom. Make your letter just like you want it. So that's part one of the video. Here I've got another part. I'm making it straight. So I want it to go straight towards the vanishing point. If you're drawing a straight line, it needs to be going straight up and down or towards the vanishing point. In most cases. This one obviously isn't, but this one needs to. So you'll have the maximum impact. These would actually look better if I use my ruler. Okay, so your letters, draw really lightly at first to get them just right. Get them all in there, and then you'll move on to putting them in perspective. And that's going to be in the second half of this video.